Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for watching Lovin' It on Phuket. In this video, we're going to take a look at Aqua Rio, the marine aquarium attraction in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Aqua Rio boasts being the largest aquarium in South America. On their website, Aqua Rio states that they have over 5,000 residents of 350 species from Brazil and around the world, divided into 28 enclosures. Aqua Rio also boasts that they have new attractions and all the necessary infrastructure to provide entertainment and education to all audiences. To get to Aqua Rio, we need to head to the continent of South America and on to its largest country, Brazil. From there, we will head to the city of Rio de Janeiro and finally to the Carioca port zone where Aqua Rio is located. Aqua Rio is located in a massive hangar-like building. The building itself is comparable in size to Ripley's Aquarium in Toronto. From the outside, you really can see it's just a huge place. The interior houses the aquarium and a couple other attractions that I didn't actually bother going to check out. One of which was a wax museum, and I'm not really sure what the other one was. Getting tickets is easy enough. You can just buy them at Aqua Rio. There's no need to purchase them online. You will find the ticket prices are a little bit expensive for an attraction in Brazil. But if you have small children, they'll probably really enjoy seeing the aquarium. And if you've never been to an aquarium before, visiting one is always a treat. Once you have your tickets, it's time to enter the actual aquarium. Now this involves walking up several ramps to get to the upper floor. There's also a lift available if you prefer, but the ramp makes it quite easily accessible for almost anyone to get up to the top without the need for the lift. Once you get to the top, it's time to see this wondrous place, full of educational displays and homes for sea life. Now keep in mind, the main language in Brazil is Portuguese, so a lot of the information is in Portuguese, although some of it is provided in English, especially at the displays that you'll find at the very end of the track. The track is essentially what they call the pathway that you follow to get through the aquarium. At the start of your trip inside Aqua Rio, you'll see some very large tanks mounted in the walls. These are full of tropical fish, as well as some aquatic plant life. Although these tanks aren't as large or as nice as you might find at other major aquariums, it still is great to get to see some of the aquatic life from around Brazil. Normally, you would have to go snorkeling or scuba diving to see most of these species. One thing I noticed about Aqua Rio was for a modern aquarium, there weren't many multimedia displays. I found this very strange. The other thing that Aqua Rio seems to be lacking that you'll find at other aquariums is that hands-on interaction. For example, at Ripley's Aquarium, they have many different tools and devices that children can play with, so they can see the effects of a tsunami or understand how the actual pumps and filters of the aquarium work. Aqua Rio is very lacking when it comes to this. However, as I said before, if you've never been to an aquarium before, any aquarium is a real treat. After walking for a while, you come to this large tube that runs through a main tank. This is where Aqua Rio keeps their sharks. Sharks are an interesting animal and have to continue to swim in order to breathe. So essentially, if you just stand still inside this tube, eventually a couple of sharks are going to swim directly over top of you. If you've never seen a shark up close before, it's quite neat to get this experience. In the shark tank, there's also various rays and other fish. Once you get towards the end of the track, right before the gift shop where it finishes, you'll find they have some displays where it's showing the effects of garbage and other things on the oceans. They also have many shells, sand, and other things on display. I didn't really 100% understand what most of this stuff was. In all honesty, I found it quite boring. But if you're interested in marine biology or the effects of the environment on the ocean, this just may be something that interests you. After a quick look around there, it was time to leave. And as I mentioned, that's where the gift shop is. Now this is normal for many attractions. On your way out, you have to pass through the gift shop. All in all, including shooting video, taking photographs, and screwing around in the gift shop, the entire trip took us about 20 minutes. Now to me, that is not a good value for the price of the ticket. But I did find this around Rio. There's nothing that you can't fly through really quickly. You have to kind of take your time, stand around, and enjoy it. Personally, I don't find the aquarium to be a very good value. I've been to many other aquariums, Most of them take at least an hour to get through and have much more interactive and fun things to do. However, if you have small children, if it's a rainy day, if you're trying to beat the heat, and if you don't mind the ticket price, Aqua Rio may be an attraction for you. Thanks for watching Loving It on Phuket. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you'll know when the next video is posted. In the meantime, check out some of these other great videos from Phuket, Thailand, Southeast Asia, and beyond. Happy traveling!